My name is Ife Dolakpalawal. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Oyster Finance. Prospa is an integral part of our business because we use it for our operational management. Myself and my head of operations use the Prospa app to manage our day-to-day expenses, monthly expenses, and salary management. And as such, this makes Prospa one of the key apps that we use at Oyster Finance. When I started Oyster, and I was looking for the app to manage operational needs, I went straight to Prospa. I already just learned that, Prospa can solve for what I wanted, which is operational management. And as soon as I started my business, I downloaded Prospa and I've been using Prospa ever since. How I first came across Prospa, I was in Africa Fintech Foundry. The female founder at Prospa started talking about the app and the things it can do for business owners, how they can help with your tax, your CAC filing. I saw that then, I had registered it. So when I started Oyster, it just made sense. Prospa makes my work as a CEO very easy. The app is very flexible. The features are packed. They are well thought out. So once my operations person initiates any form of expense or payment, I just go there to approve or authorize that payment.
Because in accounting, permissions and authorizations are at different levels. Permissions on teams is very important so that no one person is completing a transaction. Even if you initiate, somebody approves, we can go through that process and ensure that we are getting fair value for whatever transaction we pay for. And we are grateful to Prospa for providing that feature.
This sub-account is a favorite where I can create a sub-account for my head of operations, and from that sub-account, it can make payments for day-to-day, like the small expenses, and then I can also track it.
What we do is that we have segregated our finance structure into three. We have the main, the general expense account, and the salary account. And this is important for startup, as Oyster, so that we are able to track where the money is going and we can continue on our operational efficiency and effectiveness.
What motivated me to start Oyster? In 2019, my kid brother had traveled back to the US. By 2020, he already was able to get a car. He was able to get an apartment. He was able to do these things, and he was 19 years old. And I was looking like, all my life, I'm born in Nigeria, but I do not have access to that type of credit facilities where I'm just easily able to get a Benz or easily get a duplex, and then I can pay monthly for a long term. But he was able to do that. So that just shows that the credit system abroad in developed country is way further than our credit system here. Then when you look back into this place, you see that when you download an app to get a quick loan, the interest rate is way higher. You can't repay. So Oyster was built for millions of Nigerians and Africans and people globally that are left out of the traditional credit system. We are doing at Oyster is to create products and services that can include these people by using traditional data, traditional credit scoring, traditional channels to disburse and collect these loans. So that's where vision and mission and goal of Oyster came from. And that's what we are still pushing through. Most formidable challenges, apart from the government, our regulation, our compliance, fraudsters, oh my God, especially in fintech, government don't make it easy for startup founders. They make it really hard. Just imagine you're starting a business, the government is trying to keep you down, and the buying power of the people you're trying to serve is low. If you make your product any higher, they'll say, no, we can't use it, blah, blah, blah. And when you make it a bit, then fraudsters want to come and close it, so it's a lot. Two most crucial lesson I've learned: to not underestimate the power of getting the right people to join your team when you start. If you get the wrong people on your team, it will cost you your time, your money, and all your effort. You'll be explaining without evidence. But if you get the right team, you'll be able to save up on time and you'll be able to save up on money. What guidance will I provide for myself? We started Oyster March 2022. If this was March 2022, if I could go back, I would tell myself, all those people, because you want to save money, because you feel you're small, no. Hire the right people that will build the right product and your life will be easier. in another 5 years, the way Uber has come to decentralized transportation, Oyster will decentralize credit, where I can lend to a colleague of mine or to a friend's friend, and I can be rest assured that I'll collect my money back. So in the next 5 years, if you're hearing decentralized credit, Oyster will be the backbone of that and the forefront of that. How will Prospa help in this journey? As long as the app keeps working and as long as the features keep improving, there's always need for any business to manage their operational expenses. So we can only keep growing from here on out.